Hello class, good afternoon. Welcome to the session of Computer Network Practical. So in our previous session, we have learned the basic terminologies of basic concept of networking devices. So in this session, I'm going to introduce packet tracer. So where I will give you introduction to the packet tracer, then we will be implementing different topologies, routing, right? So static routing is there, dynamic routing is there. So today we will be implementing first point-to-point communication, then we see how the switch work, how the hub work, and how do we configure the router. Before I start, let me know quickly, am I audible? Can you hear me? Yes, class, can you hear me? Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and start Cisco Packet Tracer. I hope you all have installed Cisco Packet Tracer. So sharing my screen. I have shared my screen. Once it is visible, let me know. I hope my screen is visible to you all. Can you see my screen? Class, I have shared my screen with you all. Yeah, thank you. So this is Cisco Packet Tracer. So in which we will be implementing the every concept. But before that, let's have a brief introduction about it. So the area that I have clicked is known as the workspace. Here we will be deploying our communicating devices, the network devices, you know. So in Cisco Packet Tracer, we work in two mode. One is the real-time mode, and this is the simulation mode. Real-time mode, you will be working as if you are working on your real PC. You will be, configuring the IP address, then tracing the route, then you can ping some other system to ensure that particular host is reachable, right? So the third important component is this. If you come to the bottom, at the bottom side, there is, network devices. Yeah, there are various network devices such as router. There are various, series of the router. You can choose any one as per your requirement. So starting from 2911 series to 4331 series. Then the next network device is switch. So in switch also you have multiple option. There is various version of the switches. So you can select any one. Then there is hub and wireless router. After the network devices, there is end devices. From end devices, you can select either PC, laptop, server, a printer, this any mobile phone. Then the third component that is important is, for example, board. You will not be working with the board, actuator, and the sensor. Third one is the connection. Here there are various connection. For example, the copper straight through and copper crossover wire. So at the top bottom there is file menu. You can open or you can create a new workspace, open, So the same menu you all know, just explore it, edit, you can do copy paste, then various preferences you can set, right? Below the file menu there is the toolbar, all the important commands are there in the toolbar, you can see. Then below that there is the selection, and you can inspect some computer network device, you can deploy, you can delete, you can add node, right? So I hope the introduction to this environment is clear. Now let's see how you can connect to computer. Means I want to implement a point to point communication. Your point to point communication, right? So we will be implementing a point-to-point communication. All right. You can save this topology, any topology, so that you can further use. For example, I can save this is my lab number 2. All right. So if you want to add end device to the work space, just click on end devices, take a PC, click on the work space, then another PC. So what is next? Let's hook up these two PCs. So class, can you let me know which cable is required to connect two PCs? I want to connect two PCs. Or so which cable I want to hook up these two PCs. Now come to the connectors. In connectors, I have various options of cable. So I'm returning to the chat box. Can any one of you reply? I want to connect my two PCs. Which cable should I use? Himanshu is saying crossover. Whether he is right, crossover. Suppose I want to connect my PC to the router, switch to the router. Is it clear till now? Yes, class, quickly let me know. Come on, quickly give me your quick feedback so that I can proceed further. Any problem till now? Fine. So we know two type of the cable. One is the the straight through, and second one is the crossover. So for the device that are of similar type, we use crossover cable. So we are selecting crossover cable. We want to connect PC, this PC 0, PC number 0 to PC number 1. Okay, now it's connected. What is the next step? First, we have deployed the network devices. Deploy the network devices. Second, hookup means connect the devices. Now, the third and the most important thing is how to configure IP address. Configure IP address. For example, for this PC, I want to configure 192.168.1.1. Let me copy this. Okay, fine. For this PC, I want to configure two different. But don't be confused by this. This is only a note so that I cannot forget, so that I do not forget the which IP address I am setting to this. To set the IP address, you have to click on this PC. So this is the the physical view of your PC. There is power button. There is one port for connecting the RJ45 Ethernet port. You can connect in. right? Then come to the configuration. Here the name and fast Ethernet. One interface is there to connect the fast Ethernet. Okay, now there is desktop tab. This tab is important. So you want to see whether to configure IP to this PC, you have to click on this box, open the IP configuration application. So this IP configuration window is opened. Now it is not DSCP, dynamic host configuration. We are configuring a static IP address. So let me see what IP address I have decided for this. I have decided 192.168.1.1. Can you tell me the class of this IP address? To which class does this IP address belong? The default subnet mask for this is 255.255.255.0. Now this configuration is done. Okay. Now we have to repeat the same process with the second PC in the network. Click on the desktop tab, click on IP configuration application, static, the IP address that I have decided for it. This is 192.168.1.2. All right, done. Now I want to check whether this PC1 is reachable, where there is connection is set up or not. So for that I have a ping command. Can you tell me what is the purpose of this ping command? Yes class, come back to this chat box. Anyone of know what is the use of the ping command? Any one of you can reply me in the chat box. I'm waiting for your response class. Okay, ping command is used to check the connectivity, the connection. Right. This ping command is used to check whether the particular host is reachable or not. Suppose that for that I have to click on the PC, then command prompt, then I have to run ping. So let me give the address 192.168.1.3. There is no response from this IP. Request timeout. Have you seen this error? There is no PC with this IP address. So that's why request timeout. First is try to check the reachability of the host by sending 4 packets. So you can see the ping statistics. The total number of packets sent 4, received 0, lost 4. So there is 100% loss of the packet. It means there is no connectivity. This IP address 192.168.1.3 is not reachable. Actually that doesn't exist. So let me check another IP, that is 2. Yeah, the system PC1 is sending the ping message to this IP 192.168.1.2, and this is replying. So you can see total packet sent 4, received 4, and loss 0% loss. I hope it is clear to you class. Now we are working in real-time mode. I can also simulate this network. Suppose I am sending the packet from this PC will be the sender. This will be the sender and this will be the receiver. Okay, sender machine and this is the receiver machine. I will be sending packet from PC1 to PC2. Don't be confused with this IP address. This is only for to remember, so that I cannot forget this. Is it clear class till now? Waiting for you. Till now, is it clear? Can you configure this point to point? So in real time it is also working. Quickly let me know. Quickly give me your quick feedback by changing your status. All right. So in this, I was working in real-time mode. So there are various networking command. So this real-time mode, this is my command prompt. I can all the command you are working in real-time mode. It means it seems to you that you are working on your actual system IP config. This is the configuration of my IP. You can see, right? Similarly, here also I can check the configuration with using the ipconfig command. So you can see the IP on the PC1 in CPT is 192.168 and the subnet marks is 255.255.255. Now can you tell me what is the use of ipconfig? You see the configuration, you want to see the configuration of any host, so you can use the ipconfig command. Now, so after real-time mode, I can work in simulation mode also. In simulation, so it how the packet is being transmitted from system one host to another host, this you can simulate. So let's click this, close this event list. I am in simulation mode. So there is one PDU, protocol data unit, this. So you have to select one PDU, then click on the sender machine. This will be the sender and this is the receiver. Fine. So this you can see the communication is in progress. Source is the PC0 and destination is PC1. Then here is one button you can click on. This button is capture, then forward. So let's see. Click on this, capture and forward. Now this packet is sent to the second PC. Now again capture and forward. Click on capture and forward. The acknowledgement is received by the sender. Yes, the packet has been delivered, and here you can see the communication is successful. Let's delete it. Repeat the same process. Select the PDU. Okay, let me delete it. Cancel it. This time this machine is the sender, this one is the receiver. Now this time I'm not going to do the capture and forward. Let's see what happened when we click on this play. This is the hand free. I do not need to click again and again. This time the source is PC1 and destination is PC0. So the packet is being transmitted from the PC1 to PC0. Now again the acknowledgement is sent back, the communication is successful. So I hope it is clear to you all. You can save this, you can open new workspace by clicking on new button. So I hope this point-to-point communication is implemented and it is clear to you all. So is it clear, class? Now, what is the functioning of hub? Do you know how hub work? So how a packet, how the delivery of packet is done? The hub is the central device to which you can connect many PCs. And now, whether it unicast the packet or broadcast, the difference between hub and the switch, layer 2 switch. I have already explained this all concept because I knew that it will be required whenever you are simulating any network topology. So let me close this and clear it So for this, uh, want to demonstrate the working of a hub. How does it work? So for that, you have to go to network devices. Then from the hub, you can select any hub. Okay, this one. To hub, you need to connect end devices. That is, you want to connect your PC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 host. I am taking five PCs. So you want to see the configuration of this hub, you just click on this hub. So one dialog box, one window will open. Here you can see, you can zoom in the physical view of this. So fast Ethernet, there are 1, 2, 3, 6. You can connect up to 6 PCs here, right? So you can zoom out. Then now I want to connect this PC1 to hub. So let me know which. Now let's hook up the connect these two PCs. So come to the connector. Now I have a little bit doubt to which wire I should use, whether it is crossover or straight through. Now it's your turn, class. Let me know whether you are remembering few concepts that I have already taught you in my previous lecture, such as IP address, configuration of the IP address, classes of the IP address, default subnet mask of the IP addresses, then hub, switch, router, and one more concept, iOS command line interface, iOS CLI. IOSCLI. Yes, class. Right. Correct, Himanshu. We will be using a straight through cable. So this is the straight through cable. Let's connect this PC to the hub. Yes. Connection is done. Now again, let's connect this PC to this. Okay. Come on, be quick. Let's connect this to this. Okay, we are done with the physical connection. Now you can, now the next step is set up the IP addresses. Let's do it quickly. Click on the PC, click on desktop tab, click on the IP config, then static, it's 10.0.0.0.1. Okay. Which class of IP I'm setting this time? Yes, class. Let me know, do respond. This time I'm using which class of, okay, when I'm entering the same IP address, this is saying the address is already in the network. Yeah, correct. This time I'm selecting 2. Let's do it quickly. I have asked you some question. I have asked you the class of the IP address I'm using currently. I'm just returning to the chat box to see your reply. Okay, well, I have 5 PCs I have connected. Now, whether there is some reply in the chat box, this time I'm using class A. The great. Is it clear till now? Yes, class. So see, this time, can I ping this PC number 4 from PC number 0? Can you check whether this host is reachable or not? I can, for example, I can also I can show you this, the basic networking command in real life scenario also. Let's see google.com or your university, cucsb.com. Okay, CUCSD, right. I can I can ping this cucsb.in. Yeah, this site is reachable. You know, the 4 packets are sent from my machine and 4 receive this statistics, this IP address, pinging CUCSD, and you can see the IP address, right? So I can see, check whether this host is reachable or not. For that, I can use ping command. Yes, this site is reachable, it is not down. So you can see the reply. This is my laptop and this is packet tracer. So let's do in packet tracer in this network, run command prompt. I want to ping which IP address 10.0.0.4. Yeah, it is reachable. So let me simulate this network. Click on the simulation. Just yeah, you can also observe this event list, which event is happening at what moment. So let me select a PDU, this my sender machine, and this is the receiver. Click on this. So I'm not going to just click on the capture then forward. Okay, fine. The packet is received by the hub. Now capture and forward. See, सेंडर को छोड़ के हब ने क्या किया, वो पैकेट पूरे नेटवर्क में ब्रॉडकास्ट कर दिया, राइट. See what happened here. I'm taking a pause here. Except the sender, the switch has broadcasted the same packet to all the hosts in the network. Next, the destination responded with the acknowledgement. Again, the acknowledgement is broadcasted in my local area networking. So you can see it is broadcasted to all the hosts except the destination. So this here you can see the tick mark check means the communication is successful. So you can also check this what's happening in the event list. First, the packet was transmitted from PC0. Then from PC0 it reaches to the hub, from hub to PC1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the ARP protocol, address resolution protocol, and see how the acknowledgement is also being sent. So this is the advantage of the simulation. You can visualize what's happening over there. Can you also see this in the real machine, real time? I hope it is clear now. There is, another network device, that is switch, but we will see how to configure static routing for configuring how to implement the concept of static routing. In static routing using two router, so you will be required two router, right? So can you let me know which cable you will be using to connect two router? This is local area network 1 connected with one router, local area networking 2 connected with another router. So what is difference between hub and switch? Yes, class. So instead of using hub, it's better I can use the switch also. Oh, let me undo it. Okay, fine. Let me take a new worksheet now. I don't want to save it. New worksheet, save, no. Okay. I want to connect, this is LAN 1, this is my LAN 2. So I want to connect these two LAN. So which cable should I use to connect these two LANs? These two router in fact. I'm returning to your chat box. Yes, class, whether it is clear till now? Any doubt? All clear? Okay, fine. In your worksheet, you are there is asked to configure the implement the static routing. So okay, so you can click on this router and you can see the configuration. Yes, this is the router. So we have two port here to connect. You can zoom in. So two, here is the power button. You can turn on or turn off. So config. There are three interface. You can connect three router with this model. If you take another model, for example, 2900 series 2901. So you can see the configuration here. Zoom in. So in this model, there are two, they are too fast ethernet. It's booting. The router is booting, it's saying. So gigabit ethernet, it means two, two, 2900, 2900 series can connect up to, two. You can also upgrade it by adding more connector to it. All right, we will see that later. And this is the CLI. CLI, what is full form of CLI? You want to set up, configure the router, then you need the working with CLI. There are various command and GUI option also to set up the configure the IP addresses. All right, let's do it. So it purely your requirement, which router you are taking. It's up to your choice. But this time with network devices, I want to work with the switch. So this is my switch. You can take any series. Taking 29. With this switch 0, I want to create my LAN 1. Let's have some, and this is PC 1. For the initial time, I'm taking only two PCs. Okay. And one router is required or not. Yes, class. This is my LAN 2. And there I am having two PCs. So this is my LAN 1. This will be my local area network 1, and this will be my local area network 1. So which device do I need to use when I want to communicate? Inter-network communication. This is my LAN, local area networking 1. This is my local area networking 2. So first let me explain the working of this switch. So I can take more PCs also, no issue. I can add this PC in this LAN itself. Let me do it. Okay. Now I want to connect my PC to the switch. So you have to use cable, right? Let's do it quickly. All are connected. Can you see this orange color here? Why? Because switch is have some memory. It is store the switch devices store the MAC address of every host. What is MAC address? Let me set up this. Let me set the IP address first. 10.10.10.1. 2. This will be third PC in the same network. Fine. This is the fourth PC in the same network. All right. Yes, connection is set up. Now you can see the green cable. Instead of orange, it's now green. Okay. Now the PCs and the switch are hooked up. So you have preferences. Suppose that you don't want to display the device label. You don't want to display the device model number. So you just uncheck it. So here you can see there is no device label. Okay. Preferences you can set. You always show port label in logical to which port it is connected. So you can also turn it off. See how it is looking now. So this is green. So can you check me IP config slash all. So the IP address for this PC is 10.10.10.1, and you see the physical address. This is the MAC address, and this is stored on this PC. So that you can remember the IP address. What is the IP address of this PC? The IP address of this PC I have set 10.10.10.1, and the IP address for this PC is 10.10.4. So let me see whether that particular IP is. Should I go to the simulation part directly? Yes. So what I am doing, just come in the simulation, select the PDU, click on the sender machine, then click on the receiver machine, then click on this play button, hand free. So okay, the packet is sent to the switch. Now what switch will do? Switch will, you know, this is the first time communication. The acknowledgement is received. Now this one is received on the receiver sender machine. So second time packet is sent, and this time the packet is transmitted to the destination machine only. The packet is received back now as form of acknowledgement. An acknowledgement is directed to the sender machine, the source machine, and the destination machine. So this is how the second time, this is, the switch has learned the IP address, MAC address. It is storing the MAC address of all the devices. All right. So delivery is successful. Let's stop this simulation. Yeah. So still we haven't connected these two network. For connecting two different network, we need a router. One router here we will take, another router in this. So here we will also take some end devices, for example some PC. I'm taking PC. 3 PC is sufficient, more than enough. Okay, all right. So next, let's do the connection. Connect. So which cable you will be using? To connect to router. Okay, fine. It's connected. Now we have to connect these two. This network is set up. The only requirement that we have to set up the router 1 to the router 2. So let's see which cable it is. It is crossover cable. But it will not work. This PC, I have to configure the IP address, but that IP address is not configured, and the time is up now. So we will learn this our next session. So I hope it is clear to you all. Before leaving the session, quickly give me your quick feedback. So how, you see how we simulated the local area networking. One topology that we implemented was the star topology. So I hope this session was interesting, knowledgeable for you all. And I hope you learned some new things to run the basic networking command, to configure, to set up. Fine. So do join on next time in the next session. Thank you for being with me.